Hi, I'm Lara's Guy, and I had quite an interesting comment on one of my videos. It was, why do you like men who wear panties? Why do you like men who dress as women? And before anyone comments about the video quality, it's a webcam and it's my streaming mic, so we're gonna deal with what we're dealing with. Why do I enjoy it? It's something that I would say isn't necessarily one of my personal kinks or fetishes. I just enjoy people being pretty and people being happy and people enjoying themselves. So, whether that's something that they're dressed up, and I think one of the things is men aren't allowed to try makeup. Obviously, you can, but it's not the sort of thing that, when you're grown up and you're a girl, people will get you makeup as a child, or they'll take you to get your hair done and your nails done. And, you sit with your mum and you maybe just get clear polish on, or you just get like a hand massage, but you're still in that environment where boys don't get the same treatment. They don't get to feel pretty as often and they don't get to experience that. So I think a lot of men are left wanting to just feel pretty and to feel nice, and they don't get that chance. Whether it's something that's sexual, that's a kink, whether it's just they want to dress up, they want to do something differently. And let's be honest, women's clothes are a lot nicer than men's. So for me, honestly, whether it's me calling you a loser, whether it's you being like spanked and crying, whether you're dressing up in high heels and feeling really yourself, whatever it is that makes you kind of happy, and there's just this point that somebody will kind of like their personality shifts a little bit, whether it's chastity, if it's opening up to a partner, if it's like finding something that's good for them. I really like that. So for me, yeah, I do make a lot of content about feminization, about sissification, but it's because I like myself to be happy and I like to make them explore that side of themselves. If it's something, obviously, if it's not something they're interested in, I'm not going to force them into it. But I do like to let them explore it, to let them enjoy themselves, and to really make them feel like it's a safe space. So that's why I enjoy it. And I think there's an interesting power dynamic which comes from, like get the lace panties on. So it's not always that somebody enjoys dressing as a girl, being feminine. Sometimes it is a humiliation aspect, and sometimes it is, you know, I'm taking away your ego, I'm taking away your alpha persona, and I'm putting you in panties. There's that as well. So when I make these videos, sometimes they're quite simplistic, but it's it's a lot to try and fit in all the nuances and everything that goes on in kink and people's kind of like personal journeys and the way they interpret things. So I just kind of go for like the most basic way sometimes, and I just enjoy the journey, honestly. I love the way that it can be a power play, the way that it can be kind of empowering, the way that it can really challenge somebody's perception of themselves. It's the same with chastity, and one of the reasons I enjoy that, I would say like my actual kink is power exchange rather than chastity or feminization, sissification, slave play, puppy play, anything like that. It is the power dynamic that I enjoy. So hopefully that explains a little bit more about why I enjoy men wearing panties, other than you look very cute in them. And I must say, I do always enjoy a little fashion show and I do like shopping for my subs. So there is something so cute about seeing somebody go from not very confident to really like shining in themselves. And whether that's, like a lot of people are quite embarrassed to try makeup for the first time, or they're like, I made a mess of it. Yeah, you probably will because you're not used to it. It's like if you try and paint for the first time, you're not going to paint a masterpiece. You've got to learn. There's techniques, there's a kind of art to makeup. There's, like you have to experiment. You have to let yourself learn how to do it. And I just like people taking that first step, getting really confident, feeling good. And it's not like you don't need, when it comes to makeup and hair and everything, you don't need to look like somebody, like a celebrity who's had a team of 100 people. You just need to feel good in yourself. And yeah, like I think it's quite empowering. I like it. I like letting people play, and like there's different aspects, like I say. So it's not all just about like the lifestyle changes. There are obviously like sexual kind of role play aspects that I can't really go into here, but yeah, I like it. Is it not enough for me just to like something? I feel like sometimes I almost need to justify why I enjoy something, but I think one of the reasons as well is because people are so curious because they don't get it themselves, or they have this sort of, you enjoy something but you don't know why. They want to know why I enjoy so you can emulate it. And I get that, but I think there's a lot to be said just for trying something for the pure enjoyment. Just go and see a film because you want to enjoy it. You don't need to hyperanalyze, you don't need to try and guess a plot point. You can just go for a walk and just enjoy it. You don't need to be going anywhere. So, with that, I'm Lara's Guy. Make sure you like, leave a comment, subscribe, follow me everywhere. And yeah, maybe let me know what you think about this kind of video. Because, I mean, I'm all for lazy content. So if it is something that you enjoy and you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I do still have my video with the kink consultant, which is actually going to get split into two parts, and I have some more of my A to Z of kink coming up. I do promise you, it's just taking a little while. I had an operation in the middle, so I'm still kind of recovering from that and like getting back into stuff. Go and enjoy the rest of your day and drink some water because that is all I want is good hydrated subs.